I would like to talk about the 10 students, 11 more plus, to hear about what we want as students. We're specifically advocating for green buses as a form of transportation for the Scottsdale Unified School District. We are all students who will be impacted by climate change in the future, and we find it imperative that if SUSD commits to a safe and clean environment, they should push forward with real and tangible solutions. With an impending climate catastrophe, our futures are on the line, and the logic is clear. It's better for the environment. By stopping the release of greenhouse gases, we are fighting the climate crisis. It's better for our health. By terminating exposure to carcinogenic emissions to students, we are protecting the health of every child. It's better for this board's budget. By taking advantage of subsidies and low operational costs, we can push forward with replacing old buses. After this speech, you will hear more students detail their own personal issues with the climate crisis and advocate forward for green buses. SUSD has the funding, the resources. There is a demand for green buses, but this board needs the moral will. This board should push forward with establishing green buses. We've talked with Dr. Hartwells about solar panels, but today we're advocating for green buses as a real and tangible solution for a high-income school district like this one.
My name is Janet Elkingahi, and I'm currently a junior living in Scottsdale. As a person living in Scottsdale, I've had to learn to plan my entire day around the heat. Hanging out with friends outside is not an option. Playing an outdoor sport is completely out of the question. I can't walk my dog outside unless it's dark, because we can't stand even 5 minutes of the heat. The heat limits every part of my day. While this sounds terrible, imagine what it is like for those less privileged than us, unable to pay for the rising cost of air conditioning despite its increasing necessity. Imagine what it is like for those who have no shelter, forced to make their homes on the sweltering streets where the concrete can reach 180 degrees Fahrenheit and people can get life-threatening burns. Arizona is becoming inhabitable. The first reason why SUSD needs green buses is because it will benefit our environment in transformational ways. In a study by Bellwether Education Partners, diesel buses and personal vehicle trips for school transportation were found to emit millions of tons of greenhouse gases per year into the environment. Earth 911 found in a comprehensive study that replacing one diesel bus with an electric one can reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 54,000 pounds each year. That's the equivalent of 3.75 pounds of carbon dioxide for every mile driven. For the 2021 to 2022 school year, the SUSD bus fleet drove an average of 4,041 miles a day. According to Earth 911 study, that's a 17,379 pound reduction of carbon dioxide emissions a day. It's clear that reducing greenhouse gas emissions is a path to stopping the climate crisis, and transitioning to green buses does exactly that.
I would like to refer to our superintendent to conduct an evaluation on the use of green buses in our SUSD. Appreciate students bringing that forward.